Even, this is not a civilian environment, right? Like, it's front. So you guys are, I have to actively conceal stuff, but like, we're in the middle, like literally in the middle of a war, trying to keep alive those that you can't get out and are stuck here. So that's in range of every combat weapon in the enemy's arsenal. All right, I'm like in the middle of, you're free, George, you're free store. Thanks for being a part, brother. Which is right behind me is basically, well, the Ukrainian army does, to be clear, and that's the opposite of that, George. They heroically help, and they drove the Russians out of here. Keep in mind, George, the Russians were sitting right where I am. So, and how do I say this? At all times, George, we are surrounded by the people and things that you would expect to be present on a front line. But that's why the camera angle, that's why it's one of the reasons why it's so difficult to show. Have to be, right? Like literally, as we speak, on the other side of the camera is equipment. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to see that ever, and if you do, that's my fault. But if you did, you're probably not going to recognize it. What does a soldier look like in the new era of modern warfare, defined by drones? What does a soldier look like here? I'm not a soldier, but anything that remotely suggested anything military is going to be obliterated in about 30 seconds from those FPV drones that you just heard a few minutes ago hanging above our heads. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, in fact. But this is one reason why my profile, it's so like, I'm the worst profile in terms of like doing anything, because at all times there's flying bombs above your head looking for, right? And I'm a fighting age male. I'm not, in fact, a soldier, but you put anything camouflage on here, good luck with that. Also, troop transports probably look different than what you think they do. So to state the obvious, if you had like a armed personnel carrier, which is absolutely no defense to one of those drones, right? Like, they can take out a 10. Like if you had one of those, then that would get pulverized in a second. You know what I'm saying? So troop transports, probably look different than, So you can put two and two together, but I'm just sometimes, just in the background, the periphery. Sometimes you can catch a glimpse of what they look like in these days. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I turn the camera, you can just get, So we are literally in the middle of a war, and that's the thing about the war, which is artillery and first of all, you don't have humanitarian missions in those places. Okay.